Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Luisa. How's everybody doing? I know these are stressful times for everybody because of the elections and everything that's going on. I don't care what side of the political arena you're on, it is stressful for everybody, and I acknowledge that. But I'm glad you're here because I'm hoping that we can get rid of some of the stress and do something that brings us peace. And the thing that brings me peace is making jewelry. I actually went outside earlier to try to film, but I had to come back in because the birds were going nuts outside. I don't know what was happening with those birds, but they were squawking and making all kinds of noise. If you guys know what kind of bird it is, please leave it in the comment section. And boy, we have a lot of birds chirping today and squawking. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, they chased me back inside, unfortunately, and it was so gorgeous outside, but I had no choice because I couldn't film. But anyway, guys, I want to talk about this pendant. I love this pendant. I made this pendant with the September contents, and I just love how it turned out. I'm not really a tassel person, but once I put it together and I made the strands, I was really happy with it. I'm not going to lie to you though, it was a little challenging. The beading was a little challenging, especially the herringbone around the tassel. That was challenging. So after I finished the beadwork and added the backing on the back of the pendant, I had to decide what to do for the necklace. So I picked up some beads that were in similar colors that I thought would pick up the red of the bird, I guess it's a finch, and the green. So then I whipped out my magic rods like I always do, and I started arranging beads to try to come up with some kind of pattern. And the nice thing about the rods is that you can slide the beads on and off very easily, and you can thread on bead caps and other items and have everything set up against each other. So I threaded on a few patterns to begin with and unthreaded them, of course, and I did that a couple of times until I came up with something that I was happy with. So I arranged about 7.5 inches of beads on one rod and went ahead and threaded on a second rod exactly the same for the other side of the necklace. So that gave me a total of about 15 inches, and I wanted the necklace to be long. So I proceeded to thread on some additional rods with some 8/0 seed beads. That's the nice thing about the rods. I can arrange everything and line everything up before I even thread it. So once I have everything ready to go, I simply took a piece of wire, attached a crimp at one end, and proceeded to thread my beads. I use the multi-bead threading method to save time. I find it's much easier to pick up the beads with the rods and then thread them on like this onto beading wire than it is to just thread them onto the beading wire. Threading them onto the beading wire means you have to do one at a time, and that can be very tedious. But picking up beads with the rods and then offloading them in multiples, to me, is so much more efficient. So anyway, I threaded one side, then the pendant, and then I proceeded to thread the other side, and I was done in a matter of minutes. Anyway, guys, if you guys are interested in these rods, I do carry them in my Etsy store. I'll leave a link down below. But here's the finished product, and this necklace turned out really, really cute. I love the colors, very vibrant. So anyway, guys, this was the only thing I made out of that box. I may go back and make something else, I don't know. And by the way, if you're not familiar with the Potomac Beads Best Bead Box, I will leave some information down below and a link to their website. And I can't wait to open up the October box and see what kind of beads and what kind of project they're giving us this month. Or last month, actually, I'm a little bit late. So let's go ahead, turn the camera around, and we'll get started. Okay, let's see what we have for the month of October. And here's the box. I absolutely love these boxes. I use them for storage all the time. It has a magnetic closure, which I think is really cool, and it's very sturdy as well. Let's open it up and have a look. The name of the box looks like it's called Dark and Stormy. It was a dark and stormy night. A flash of lightning sizzled across the sky, illuminating the ghostly white beading mat sitting on her lap. She had just a few stitches to go, and her masterpiece would be complete. A low, throaty chuckle bubbled from her chest. She could not wait to show off her wickedly dark design, glowing against the hollow of her throat. The monstrous ball awaited her arrival. Well, I'm a little bit late for Halloween because here it is, November, and I got so busy in October, I never even thought that the Potomac Beads box was going to be this theme. So I'm a little bit late, but that's okay. You know, I can always use it for next Halloween. So that's the name of the box. And then on the back are the contents. The ones on the left are for the project. The ones on the right are for your stash. Okay, and there's the project. It's called Twisted Tubular Herringbone Tutorial. And here are the materials for the project. And it looks like it's a really beautiful bracelet. I love the way this one looks. It's gorgeous. And here are the instructions. Very easy to follow. And if you can't follow them, you can always go to their YouTube tutorial. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm going to go ahead and take these out and we'll go through them. Well, look at this. That's so cute. It's a measuring tool, but it's so tiny. I don't think I've ever had one this small before. I love it. Very convenient to have. The Quad Bow and Pi Duo. New check glass shapes from Potomac Beads. Okay, we'll look at that later. But these are the ones for the project, and let's have a look and see if the bead colors match the picture, and it looks like they do. So I'm really happy about that. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they give you something different, but in this case it looks like the colors are the same, and I love these colors. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. Alright, so let's go over the items for the project. And we've got some seed beads here, and they're 8/0 size, and as you can see, they're that beautiful kind of reddish wine color, rusty reddish kind of color. It's hard to explain, but let me bring it up close so you can see. I don't want to take them out because I don't want to have them all over the place, but I like that color. And then we have 7 grams of this lavender color. Sometimes they tell you the colors, sometimes they don't, but in this case it says these are opaque frosted lavender. Very pretty. 8/0 size. And then this one is called a Frost Blue Haze. I don't know what HM stands for. I just tried looking it up. I think HM stands for Higher Metallic. So Higher Metallic Frosted Blue Haze is the name of the color. And as you can see, it's got a little bit of green, a little bit of blue. Really, really nice. And then we have this clasp, and it's a magnetic clasp in a gold color. It comes with some wire guardians as well, as you can see. And this one looks like it's pretty strong. And then we have a bag with 4 8mm check rounds in the color white, blue, luster. And look how pretty these are. So I'm really looking forward to making this bracelet. I think it's going to be really, really pretty with these colors, as you can see, and these beads. I'm looking forward to it. So here are the rest of the items, and let's go ahead and go through each one. So this one I already looked at. As you can see, it's a bead measurer or a diameter measurer. I'm not sure what you call these devices, but you can use them to measure the diameter of cording, beads, pretty much anything. So it comes in inches and it comes in metric, so I like that. Okay, so this first bag here has 2 Potomac crystal sunflower beads in a ruby AB color. And look how beautiful these are. That's the front and there's the back. As you can see, they're surrounded by clear crystals. Very pretty and very sparkly. And here's a bag of some crystal ingot beads, and there are 36 in this bag, and boy, this color is really gorgeous. And look at the shape. They're kind of rectangular, as you can see, and I just love this beautiful purple color. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Look how sparkly they are. And then if you'll look on this side, they're kind of bronzy colored on the sides or on the ends. So they're not purple all the way around. They're kind of bronze on each end. So that's interesting. But I love the sparkle. Very pretty. And here's a 10-gram bag of mookaite round beads. That's a gemstone. For those of you who don't know what mookaite is, I think I'm pronouncing it right. If I'm not, I apologize, but I think that's how you pronounce it. And mookaite comes in various shades of reds and mustard and pale creamy colors. Very, very interesting. I love this stone. So the description says 10 grams and it also says 2 packs. I didn't see that at first. So you get 2 packs and there are about 16 beads in each pack. So you get a total of 32 beads. So that's not bad. Here's a close-up. And here's a 5-gram bag of gecko beads. I've used these before. These are pretty cool in a copper color. Look how beautiful that copper color is. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. They're so beautiful. There's the hole. So they're kind of like drops, if you'll notice. Let me just pick one up with one of my magic rods so I can show you what they look like or how they thread on. Okay, so this is what they look like. They're kind of like drops. They're like little paddles actually with a hole at the top. So they definitely stick out in whatever arrangement you decide to use them in. But I love this color. It's so pretty. And here's a 14mm table cut button in the color Rose Swirl Travertine. And there it is. And there's the rose color on this side. On the back, it's all this travertine color. Mustardy kind of a color. And that's the front of the button. You could use this as a clasp in a bracelet. Very pretty. I love that color combination. And here's a 3-gram bag of Miyuki cubes in a 4mm size in the color Sparkle Gold Lined Crystal. So let's have a look at these. There they are. I wouldn't say they're cubes. I wouldn't say they're square at all. I think they're more rectangular than anything else, or it could be just an illusion. I'm not sure. Maybe it's an illusion because they have that gold center core. So they look a little bit more rectangular, but I think they're probably square. And here's an adorable dragonfly pendant, pewter in a bronze color. That's the top of it. That's the underside. So it's one-sided, as you can see. But I can very easily see myself gluing a little stone there. A pretty little oval stone. That would be really pretty. And then as you can see, there are 2 holes, one on each tip of the wings. So you could hang it as a pendant with the chain coming off the sides. Lots of possibilities. Or you could hang it. You could have it as a bracelet. That would be another possibility. Bag doesn't say how big it is, so let me use the measuring device they gave us. And it looks like the wingspan at its widest point is about 50 millimeters, so somewhere around 2 inches. So it's a relatively wide pendant. Not so tall though, it's only about 30 millimeters tall, something like that. And here's a 6-gram bag of check faceted rounds in a 4mm size. And the color looks like a deep copper, but I'm seeing some rose in there, or purple. It's hard to tell, but I would say that it's mostly copper that I'm seeing in that color. The bag doesn't tell you, unfortunately. It's a very unusual color for sure. I can't really tell what it is. It could even be like a chocolatey brown. Part of the problem is that it's so shiny. It's hard to see the color when it's so shiny, which is a good thing. It definitely has like some kind of a coating on it, some kind of plating that makes it super, super sparkly. So I went to the Potomac Beads website to look at this color. I looked at the item number, and the Potomac Beads website says they're a bronze color, crystal bronze color. So I can definitely see bronze. Look what else I'm seeing. I'm seeing a beautiful bluish color inside that bead. And I didn't see it until I put it in this triangular bead scooper. So that's really interesting, and I think it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. But yeah, these are definitely bronze. And here's a bag of twisted jump rings in what they say is an antique silver color. But to me, this looks gunmetal. It's really, really dark. Let's pull them out and have a look. So yeah, I would call this gunmetal. It's just too dark for it to be antique silver, in my opinion. And again, the bag doesn't tell you what size. So let's have a look and see what the caliper says. And it looks like they're 8 millimeters. And by the way, I did look at the list of items that was in the box, and this bead caliper was listed as one of the items for your bead stash. And so was this final one right here. And they're calling this quad, bow, and pie duos. So let's have a look at this last item. They're definitely an opaque black color. The color is jet. And these are the pie duos. And these are the quad bows. Let's see what this says. It says here, meant to work together, the quad bow features 4 holes and allows you to create fun, unique geometric designs in your beadwork. The pie duo features 2 holes and 4 beads fit together well like a delicious pie. Okay, so that makes sense why they would call it a pie duo. Let's have a look. So yeah, they do look like little pie wedges, and if you put them down like this, they do fit together, just like that. Okay, very nice. And these are the quad bows. Now the directions or the description says that they work together with the pie duo, so I'm imagining that you can put them up against each other like this. I'm sure this is one of many ways that you can arrange these beads, with so many holes and so many choices. It opens up all kinds of possibilities for sure. Let me give you a close-up so you can see the 4 holes. Can you guys see that? It's kind of hard to see, but you can see them right in there. Let me turn it over. Maybe it's easier this way. But yeah, this has 4 holes running through it. Okay, and these have 2 holes. Okay. So let's have a look. We have a hole that goes through like this. Okay, and we have another one that goes through like this. Those are the 2 holes, and then this one has the hole going this way. That's the first one, and there are 3 more. That's the second, third, and fourth. So these are all the items for the October box. I really, really like it. I love the colors. I'm sorry that I missed out on the Halloween theme, although I don't see much Halloween in this, except for maybe the black and the purple. But it's really gorgeous, and I'm looking forward to making this bracelet. It's an absolutely gorgeous design. I can't wait. Okay everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had to come out again because we don't get days like these very much in the fall around my area, so I try to take advantage of every minute that I can when it's so beautiful like this. So anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.